everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Louise. I am Louise, your Independent Pampered Chef Consultant. On today's episode, I want to share with you our newest product. That is our Deluxe Multi Cooker. Be prepared to ooh and ah. I'm super excited about this new product. It's called a Deluxe Multi Cooker. So for those of you that are familiar with our quick cooker, it looks very similar to that. Let me show you a couple of the new features that I'm excited about. First of all, I'm going to turn it around so you can see the back. It has an on-off switch right here, which is nice. It also has this cord holder so that you can wrap your cord around, which is a new feature. Love that. The handles are still on the bottom, which makes it nice and easy to carry around or transport it from a countertop to countertop, or if you store yours under the cabinet. On the front, you're going to notice the display panel looks a little bit different. There's more settings, which I'll talk about in just a second, but a safety feature that I'm super excited about is where the steam release button is. That's located here on the front panel. So when you release your pressure, when you're pressure cooking, your hand is nowhere near where the steam will be coming out. So it's nice and safe. It also has the lid, which when it's plugged in, it will beep at you. But then right here is the same red button that when it's under pressure will pop up. So the lid is pretty much the same, except for where the steam release button is. So I love that. In the inside, this is the stainless steel removable pot. It's nice and big. It's nice also because it's dishwasher safe. And as you can see on the control panel, it's really simple. These are all the different settings that we have. All you do is move the button to whatever setting you want and press it. It's that easy. Honestly, this is one of the easiest pieces of equipment to learn to use. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Also, I wanted to mention a quick tip. Whenever you get a new product, you guys, whether it's the multi-cooker or our deluxe electric griddle or grill, or maybe our blender, they all come with a cooking guide. And I highly suggest that you start out with 1 or 2 or 3 of the recipes from the recipe guide for each of the different products. These recipe guides are designed for the product, so it's so much easier than trying to manipulate a different recipe to work in our machine. Once you get the hang of it, then certainly you can go online and find all sorts of different recipes and adapt it to whatever it is you have. But I like to follow the recipe and learn how to use it by using the cooking guide because the recipes are just so easy. For an example, last night I did the sous vide chicken. And literally it tells you step by step, push this, turn the knob, do this. You can't go wrong. So let me tell you all of the different features. There's a custom feature. There is the pressure cooker. You can do eggs. You can slow cook. What are the other ones? Let me just read them off. I know I'm forgetting things. There's a beef and pork. There's a poultry, a seafood, white rice, whole grains, soup, beans, dessert. Yes, you can make your dessert. You can steam. So if you wanted to steam your veggies, you can just steam them in here. I said slow cook. Yogurt. Now that's exciting. Making homemade yogurt, you guys. Sterilize. And the new latest and greatest craze is sous vide cooking. So if you have never sous vide or you don't even know what it is, that means you're cooking in a water bath. So what happens is you set the temperature of the water, and for an example, steak. Now, I can never cook steak. I always overcook it. So I wanted to cook my steak to a medium rare, more on the rare side. So I set it for 130 degrees. You put your steak, you season it up, and you put it in a Ziploc storage bag, sealed shut with the air out, or we now carry bags that you can, reusable bags that you can use. And you put it in here. You let the water come up to temperature by pressing it. It takes about 20-25 minutes for your water to come up to temperature. You put your bag in, put your lid on, start it up, and slowly, it's a slow process, your food will cook in the water bath to whatever temperature you set that water to. So I set my steak, for example, for 130. Medium rare would be 135. And your steak will not cook over that. Even if it stays in there for an hour or 2 hours, it will not overcook. It's gonna stay at 130 or whatever it is that you set it for. So another example is last night I made the chicken recipe right out of this cookbook. It's called sous vide fire roasted chicken. So I set my water temperature for 145 degrees, seasoned up my chicken. I put them in our reusable bag and submerged that in the water, and my chicken was perfectly cooked to 145 degrees. So it stayed super juicy and moist. Now with your steaks, you will want to put that either on a grill pan, or I used my cast iron to get a sear on them so that you can get a nice sear. For my husband who likes his steak a little more well done, I just seared his for a little bit longer in my cast iron. So that's what sous vide cooking is. It's the new latest and greatest. And just so you know, most restaurants will sous vide and then heat your food up or finish it off on a grill pan or flame grill it or sear it in a skillet somehow. That's how most restaurants do it. So it's the new latest and greatest craze, you guys, and Pampered Chef has it. We are always staying up with the times. So another quick thing that I did in it is I sous vide eggs. I made little egg bites. So if you are familiar with the egg bites that you can get at one of my favorite coffee places, it's the same idea. So I just I made an egg mixture with eggs, and I used cottage cheese, and I used some leftover vegetables, put them in here. I set my water temperature, and once my water came up to temperature, the machine beeps at me. I lowered in my eggs right into here, put the lid on, cooked them, and they came out absolutely beautiful, soft and fluffy and delicious. All right, you guys, if anybody has any questions about our multi-cooker, just put them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer those for you. Thank you so much. Please be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell so you will be notified of any of my upcoming videos. Thanks so much, you guys. Happy cooking.